kind of looked after me. Put when I was in the minor leagues, Chris Young, he's getting married this weekend, so he kind of took me under his wing. So that's one of my guys. So had already planned on going to his wedding in Mexico, and then obviously changed that. So.
You still get down there for part of the festivities?
No, I can't make it. I'm not gonna be able to make it. So I shot him a text message today and reached out and gave him my love and to him and his bride, and that's that. So he understands.
So what are your, I guess, early impressions of your first winter warm-up there?
No, it's been great. It's been great. They've as cold as it is out there, it's warmer in here, which is awesome. They've received me well, and that's all you can ask.
Did you get a sense, just on social media and now meeting people in person, that it really did mean a lot for you to be here for the Cardinal Fix?
Yeah, for sure. I felt, like I said, I felt like I owed them it. A lot of people don't know. For that whole Cubs convention, I didn't go to one of them. I couldn't make them. So, but this is my first one in a long time, and it's been great. It's been great, and I'm looking forward to more.
You say you felt like you owed it to the fans to be here. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, so last year obviously didn't pan out like I wanted to, but God works in mysterious ways, and was able to obviously caught a lot of backlash, and I felt like adjusting my plans, kind of gave it a leap of faith, I guess.
You feel like people in town here maybe haven't seen the version of you that you want them to see, not the ball player, but like the person, Dax, that you want them to see.
Yeah, I just hoping to give me a chance. That's all you ask for. That's all you ask for, and I think just the person I am would change their minds. They actually got a chance to meet me.
Dax, I'd like to commend you for just being so open and honest about your off the field struggles last year.
Yeah.
Just tell us how you're doing as a person. How are you right now?
I'm great, man. You learn from that stuff, and you keep going. Everybody has the peaks and the valleys, and it was kind of a valley, but at the end of the day, it's how you come out of it. The trials and tribulations, and my family and stuff, they helped, and it's good to be around them, and they put that smile back on my face. So.
I think a lot of people deal with those same issues. It's just not talked about. So
it's not.
people,
I don't think it's realized. You're in a rut. You don't know what it is, and you go out like that. So.
Do you have a message for people who may be dealing with those same scenarios?
Yeah. It's just go back to what you know. Pray on it. And I use my faith. So I prayed on it and used my family, leaned on them, my friends, and obviously the birth of my little baby girls. So that helped out a lot as well.
What's the conversation and the relationship been like between you and Schilt this offseason?
I talk to Shilty all the time. He's a good individual, solid guy, and that's what you need. His communication is top notch, and he's pretty transparent, which is good, easy to talk to.
How was your foot?
Oh, it's great. I've been running, and I got my speed, so I'm good.
How do things compare now in terms of like saying you owed something, or maybe you want to prove something, versus when you first came to St. Louis, you'd signed the big free agent deal. You were wanting to show something then too. How similar or how different is it now?
Obviously the injuries and stuff. It's kind of put it on the back burner a little bit. Obviously, like you said, he didn't have the season that you want to have, and there's way more left in the tank. So I feel like they haven't gotten the version of me that they expected to get.
Do you have to make sure that you don't put too much pressure on, because it seems like maybe
Nah, man,
you're
I'm just
hard on
gonna go
yourself
out and have fun, man. Like I said, I always say let things happen organically, and hopefully that happens. So.
Did you enter the off-season uncertain about whether you'd have a fit here, and at what point, if so, kind of at what point this winter were you assured by the organization that you had a very important fit?
A fit? I think I feel like it was all up in the air, but they came out like me, Shilty, and Mo. We kind of hashed it out. So it was a good talk. All that everything behind us and almost like a clean slate. So it's been great.
When you signed to come here, the big contract, you talked about wanting to win another World Series. Now you guys got Goldschmidt and a lot of Andrew Miller. Can you just describe your thoughts on the current team and the chances to make the playoffs?
For sure. I mean, with those guys, I think the team we had before, and like I said, the young guys coming up, it's been great. I think they're over that learning curve, and just to lean on guys like that as well as the other veteran guys in the clubhouse, I think we'll be solid, good winning players in the clubhouse.
Do you like being in kind of that role, though, being a mentor to guys like Bader and O'Neal? You can give them
It's
something
great.
useful.
It's great. Anytime you can pass on knowledge to somebody else, it's coming up in the game. Because I was there before, and if they're willing to listen, then I'm willing to give that information. So.
You are as a center fielder. Last year's your first year in right. How are you going to approach the second year in right field? Do you feel like that we'll see a difference in you in the field?
Yeah, for sure. Like that whole vantage point was a little different for me. So, but being out there now, and I definitely feel more comfortable. It's you've been in center field all your whole career, and now going over there, it's like am I playing in the right position? And but I've been working at it, and my legs up under me, and ready to go.
Is it the angles that's the hardest part of that? Is it the throws from out there? I mean, what's
I
the
think it's
biggest
more the
adjustment?
angle, it's the vantage point, and just balls coming at you a little different way. You got a way different vantage point, and obviously the room to run. There's not really too much out there. You got the walls and all that, so you got a little bit more to worry about. So.
With Goldschmidt coming in, Azuna's in the last year of his contract. Mo was in here earlier talking about the importance of 2019 to this organization. For you personally, what does 2019 mean to you?
Every year for me is important. It's you get a chance to win a championship, and it's addictive. Winning is addictive. So like I want to get back there. Just the type of person I am. I mean, you came and we spoke for a long time, and 19, 20, 21, however long I'm here, wherever I'm playing, it's super important to me.
I wondered if it meant getting 1 day, 1 month, 1/2 season away from last year too. Like if you have, if you can have a strong first half, that puts last year that much further in the rearview mirror.
Oh, for sure. Like anytime that obviously if your expectations are here and you don't make it and you don't go as far as you want, you trying to wipe that out and wipe that slate clean and build on, learn from it, and build on it. And I think that's what we're gonna do. And like you said, we brought those guys in, and this is obviously some of them's last year. Well, hopefully we can win something and they'll want to stay.
Do you have a preference for where you want to hit in the lineup, or is it wherever they want you to play? Where do you feel most comfortable?
Wherever. I just want to play. I'll let Shelty do that. I'm sure he'll talk to me about it. But I told him I was up there today, and I told him I said my swipe feels nice right now. I said it's back.
Did you see Yadir's passionate comments today on Instagram?
I didn't, so people have been blowing me up, and it's been. I was literally doing signings. I'm like, why is my phone going off? My wife and my daughter are at home sick, so I'm like, I hope nothing. So I look at it, and it's Yadi, Wayno, they're all just texting. I get 50 text messages.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is going on? And I still have no clue.
So you literally don't.
I kind of got filled in on the way here, but I got to sit down and read everything and see what it is.
Not to put it, how about this? Can you describe what Yadir Molina's passion means to you?
Yeah, Yadi's a fiery guy, which is awesome. I love it because then I can fire him up a little bit more. I like it. I like to stir the pot a little bit. If you guys know me, that's me. I walk around the clubhouse just trying to get everybody going. But yeah, he's an easy target for me to get.
Can all
You
this
want that to be written, don't you?
I love it. Yeah. I can get
can
it.
all this stuff then be good? I mean, Chris Bryant calling the city of St. Louis boring and Dempster.
I think it's good
taking
for
a
the
shot.
rivalry. I think it's good for the rivalry. It's gonna be some fun games. There's gonna be some fun games. I'm looking forward to the Cardinals fans coming out and showing up. So.
When you have a division like this, where you have at least 3 teams, if not 4, we're talking about Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. I mean, when you have those teams that are kind of bunched in there like that, does that sort of pull together rivalry type stuff? Can that be a little bit of a boost, maybe, occasionally some energy?
For sure. I think, like you said, you got the Brewers, and I know the Reds picked up some people. So, it's a good division. It's a really good division, and every game's gonna be a battle, which is I love it. It's you're playing meaningful games all the time is awesome.
Do some recommendations for Chris Bryant about the city that maybe then he won't find it so boring?
I'm still trying to find my way.
Okay.
Right? So, I'll talk to him. But let me read the comments and stuff first and see what he's looking like. Yeah.
Have you worked with Barry at all this offseason?
Yeah, I talk to Barry all the time. Yeah, Barry's obviously my mentor, and the last video I sent him, he goes, "What do you think?" And I said, I feel like I could still do this, I could still do that. He goes, "It's perfect. Your swing is perfect." So, I'm feeling good. Anytime you have one of the greatest ever to play the game, say your swing's perfect. So you're doing something right. So.
Does that translate? Because you talked before, as your swing was kind of evolving, that was part of the power. Are you anticipating some of that power or more power coming back? Or
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I'm healthy and got my body in a little bit better position, and the rest is history. So hopefully, it translates, and I'm pretty sure it will.
Barry is certainly a guy who, in his career, had to absorb a lot of off-field noise and had to deal with a lot of people getting in his ear. Obviously, it's very different in your circumstances, but I mean, you hear some of that, right? Like, do you all talk about that? Is there a conversation between you two about how to balance those things?
we speak about that, and at the end of the day, man, your performance trumps everything. So, if you do that, then everybody will be quiet.
is he paying attention to the Hall of Fame vote? I mean, according to some of the
I don't
trackers out
talk
there,
to
he's
him
like
about
right
all
up
that.
there.
Yeah, I don't talk to him about all that. He deserves to be in, and he'll get in when the time's there. So.
Dex, if you're describing your swing as the swipe feels good and perfect, I mean, does that put in perspective maybe how limited you were last year? Did you have a greater appreciation for maybe some physical limitations?
No, I don't think it was physical. I think it was, you get into a rut and then you start changing some things, and I'm a kinesthetic learner, so I start feeling a little something over here, and you start taking other things out of where it needs to be, and then you're trying to work to get back. So it's I hit the reset button, as y'all would say, and it's back going in the right way.
Did you and Brett Cecil compare any notes or help each other in any way going through all this stuff the last year or so?
A little bit. We spoke about it. And especially being new, coming into St. Louis, and obviously struggling a little bit, and going through injuries and such. But Brett's gonna bounce back. He's like you said, when you have guys that have done it for a long time, it doesn't just stop. You know what I mean? So.
Kind of loading up on the Vegas guys around here. Chasen was out at your place this
Yeah,
summer.
yeah.
Was a Vegas guy. Drew Robinson's a Vegas guy.
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, is that even a layer of fun there to have that sort of connection with guys?
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure. I met Drew probably a year and a half ago, and we hung out for a little bit, went to dinner, and obviously Shreves lives there, and I talk to Shreves all the time. We try to go out and golf, and then he comes by the house and his wife. So.
Who's a better golfer?
I don't know. Shreve's pretty good. So.
Okay.
Good? All right, thanks,
Thanks,
Deb.
Deb.
Thanks.